There is new hope this morning in the fight against Alzheimer's disease. The FDA has cleared the way for a new blood test that can help identify early signs of Alzheimer's in people age 55 and older experiencing cognitive decline. CNN's Meg Terrell has much more on this. An important moment here, Meg. How does this testing work? Who's it for and not?
Yeah, Kate, specifically, this has been tested in people who are at least 55 years old or older and who have signs of cognitive decline thought to be associated with Alzheimer's disease. So this is not a test that has been cleared for people who don't have any symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. It's not a screening test for Alzheimer's that people without symptoms should think about going out and getting. It specifically would fit into this sort of treatment paradigm where you have these symptoms, you're worried about it, you're talking with your doctor, and what it does is it looks for a biomarker in the blood that's been strongly associated with levels of that amyloid plaque buildup in the brain that's associated with Alzheimer's disease. And so what doctors tell us about this is that if you're in the doctor's office, you have these signs and symptoms, you could potentially get this blood test, and specifically it could be especially helpful to maybe rule out Alzheimer's disease before you might move on to more intensive testing, like PET scans or testing your cerebral spinal fluid. So those are more invasive tests that you might do than to try to confirm Alzheimer's if this blood test then came back with high levels of this biomarker, suggesting you should go on to further testing. So it's important that folks know what this test isn't, as well as what it might enable in the future. And of course, we know that Alzheimer's disease affects more than 7 million Americans on an estimated basis now, and that's of course expected only to grow as we have an aging population. Kate?
And talk about the future. What's the hope here of what a test like this could offer when it comes to the future in treatments?
Right. So only over the past few years do we actually have any medicines for Alzheimer's disease that are aimed at trying to slow it down. We don't have anything that can stop it or cure it at this point. But the way that these medicines work is by clearing the amyloid plaques from the brain. And the hope is that we could even start treating earlier in the course of disease before people even have any symptoms. So maybe by doing that, you'd actually see a bigger impact on the disease. And that is where doctors hope that these blood tests could come in, where if they could be used before you have symptoms, they could show that you are in those extremely early stages of Alzheimer's, that really could lead to this better treatment paradigm. But we're not quite there yet, Kate.
But we'll take hope where it exists. That's for sure when it comes to this, Meg.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. John.